Hello everyone, welcome to today's video. We are going to be covering my experience with Chris Heria's intermediate to advanced shoulder workout. Just a brief background on myself, I have been doing calisthenics for 2 years. If you're someone like me and you do the same training over and over again, then this might inspire you to try different types of exercises different from your everyday routine. It might also inspire you to keep working at your basic exercises and build up to a higher level. But for now, I'm gonna sit at my desk and we're gonna go over all of the clips that I have filmed in the gym. You might not know who Chris Heria is. So this guy is probably one of the most influential calisthenics athlete online for over a decade, creating mainly YouTube videos and follow along workouts. He also owns his own fitness app called calisthenics. I actually have never used this app. I thought, why not give it a shot? I looked up follow along free shoulder workouts. So without further ado, let's see what this workout entailed. So the first exercise was wall supported handstand push-ups for 10 reps. The second exercise, handstand hold for max hold. Handstand shoulder taps, 7 reps each. Wall walks, 5 reps. Tuck planche push-ups, 7 reps. Elevated pseudo push-ups into pike. And the last exercise, reverse plank leans, and do this for 3 rounds. So now I am just going to clip some videos of me doing these exercises, giving you how many reps I actually did compared to the recommended reps, and then suggesting a modification to the exercise based on my own level, or maybe for the people watching. And also the most difficult part of this exercise, handstand push-ups wall supported. Now, the actual reps that I got was 5 and the recommended was 10. So the most difficult part for me was definitely not being able to hit full range of motion. This is extremely sad because if you don't hit full range of motion on any exercise, then you're not getting the full benefits of that exercise, and you might not even potentially hit the muscle group that you're trying to hit. To modify this exercise so that I can get maximum gains, I think I would do pike push-ups first and then do like a last set of wall supported handstand push-up negatives, just so that I'm getting that full range of motion in the handstand push-up against the wall. Then I did handstand hold. I got 13 seconds, so the recommended hold was your max hold. So I think 13 seconds is pretty good after doing handstand push-ups. Now, the most difficult part of this was definitely trying to hold a good form handstand. As you can see, I'm kind of doing a banana handstand, and this makes me so sad because I tried to get away from banana handstands as much as possible. But when your shoulders are tired, it is harder to hold a good form. As a suggested modification, potentially try to do the handstand hold at the beginning of the workout, just so that you're more fresh and then you can hold it for longer and then do the strength component. Then the handstand shoulder taps, again, this looks just as hard as it is, you know, you're doing a handstand shoulder tap, you're trying to balance, well, you're trying to hold yourself up with one arm. So yeah, the whole thing was difficult, you know, but I did get 7 reps on each side, which is pretty good. So I would say the hardest exercise out of this circuit was definitely the handstand wall walks. The recommended reps was 5 and I got about 3 reps. The most difficult part was starting in a incline plank position while going up against the wall into a handstand hold, coming back down into the incline plank position is just so difficult because you have to engage your core at all times. While you're focusing on shoulders, you also have to really stabilize using the core, and it's just extremely painful. As a suggested modification to make this kind of easier, you could potentially perform partial wall walks. Doing partial wall walks into a handstand hold, exiting it, and then starting again, I think that would be a lot more manageable. Tuck planche push-ups for the third last exercise. I couldn't do these. I can't do a tuck planche yet. So I modified it into pseudo planche leans. I totally felt like I was doing a planche. Oh my god, for the first time. That's crazy. I elevated pseudo push-ups to pike. I actually really liked this exercise. I thought it was really fun, and I've never tried pseudo push-ups before, so doing them elevated is pretty challenging in like a good way. You know, it's not too challenging. To be honest, my shoulders were already getting sore. And I would not modify this exercise. I think it's perfect the way it is. It's perfect amount of challenging. I will say my shoulders are really sore today, so this workout definitely hit shoulders. And the last exercise was reverse plank leans. I did about 10 reps of this exercise. I actually think this was my favorite exercise out of this new workout. It hits your triceps. You can kind of see it. It hits your triceps in the most unimaginable way possible. I have never felt such a burning sensation in my triceps just from doing a bodyweight exercise. So this exercise was really fun because I could feel the burn, and I know that sounds really weird, but I like, the reason I like fitness is because I like enjoy the burning sensation in the muscles, if that makes sense. Overall, this workout, even though it was really tough, I couldn't finish all of it. To be honest, I did do a pull workout right before this one, so I think I could have finished it, but I was already kind of fatigued. I do find it hard to do actually challenging calisthenics workouts sometimes because a lot of calisthenics is based around skills. When you can't do a skill yet, it can be hard to find challenging exercises that you can do. I do really like this app because it allows you to find workouts and exercises that you have never seen before. In that way, you challenge your body. You might potentially find an exercise that you actually really enjoy, but you've never done it before, and it might transform your entire workout routine. So that's my experience with this workout. Let me know if you want me to try any other workouts.